Sir Nicholas Clegg served as Deputy Prime Minister of the United Kingdom under David Cameron from 2010 to 2015. He is now the President of Global Affairs at Facebook's parent company Meta. President Ranil Wickremesinghe met with Sir Nick Clegg in New York on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly. During their discussions, President Wickremesinghe highlighted the government's new initiatives to combat online hate speech and the spread of fake news. He emphasized that the proposed bill would allow concerned parties to challenge specific aspects through the Supreme Court, and further revisions could be considered during the parliamentary committee review. The President was briefed on Meta's advancements in artificial intelligence with a particular emphasis on open-source technologies. Both parties explored potential collaborations between the Sri Lankan government and Meta in the field of artificial intelligence. One of the proposals discussed was the development of a collaborative program between Meta and the Sri Lankan universities aimed at advancing AI technology. President Ranil Wickremesinghe highlighted the government's new initiatives with the President of Global Affairs for Meta in New York at the same time when the online safety bill has attracted strong criticism. According to the bill, 5 individuals appointed by the President will be empowered to block any social media account, prosecute, fine and even imprison individuals. It is not possible to make various statements on social media that this commission regards as wrong, and there is no opportunity to share them. The President's 5-member commission will decide whether statements are true or false. Before this bill was gazetted, the anti-terrorism bill was also gazetted. It is even more serious. According to that bill, protesting against the port city and even International Monetary Fund could be considered as an offence related to terrorism. Designating places decided by the President as prohibited places and protesting and disrupting those places is an act of terrorism, according to this bill. The police, army and coast guard can make arrests without warrants as per this bill. Other desired objectives achieved via the legislation being introduced to combat terrorism and ensure online safety, the Frontline Socialist Party commented on this.
The President will appoint 5 people to determine what is true and false. That means 22 people will have to accept what the 5 individuals say is true and what they term as false. Ranil Wickremesinghe met with the President of Global Affairs for Meta, Nick Clegg, in New York. What did he talk to Nick Clegg about now? He has said that people are using Facebook for all sorts of things and new laws will be introduced to stop that, and requested his support for it. He had sought for the support to block certain accounts, and it is reported that Nick Clegg had agreed to do it. Nick Clegg is the Deputy Prime Minister of Britain between 2010 and 2015. The leader of the Liberal Democrats, David Cameron, was the British Prime Minister when Nick Clegg was the Deputy Prime Minister. Now David Cameron is playing a game together with Ranil and the Rajapaksas. On September 26th in Abu Dhabi and Dubai, there is an international conference which is only for invited guests. At that conference, he has taken over the job of promoting the port city of Sri Lanka, and David Cameron has also spoken with Ranil. What is this game together with the Conservative Party? This deal is not going to develop the countries. Under the Anti-Terrorism Act, a person who goes to a trade union meeting and gives a speech or who writes a leaflet is a terrorist. Then there is the online safety bill, where one will not be able to even post on Facebook. There was also the Broadcasting Regulatory Commission Act, and they try to suppress the media. What eventually will happen is that the mainstream media is not allowed to speak, and social media is not allowed to speak, and the people are not even allowed to speak in the road.